Well, welcome to the last day of February. It is so nice out right now. We are just looking for things to do outside. So it's 2:30. I'm still waiting for Amazon to deliver my trim pieces to replace on the outside of the camper. And once that gets delivered, I will record that, fixing that up. But for right now, we are just cleaning the inside of the camper up really nicely. We tidied up a lot. The beds are nicely made. All the stuff on the kitchen counter is nicely laid out. It's all cleaned and organized. So since it's so nice, I'm just opening up the vents so there's some airflow coming in, getting some sunlight as well. And yeah, just kind of freshening things up. So our next camping trip isn't until April, the middle of April. So we still have a month and a half to go until we start towing this around before we put it in our campsite in Maryland. So right now I'm just gonna get to continue cleaning, get all the little dust bunnies and dirt swept up. Get all of this dirt out of here. Be gone, dirt. So I'm probably gonna pop on the shower head that had popped off from the frozen water, clean all that up, and get us ready for our first trip in the camper. So the shower head hose definitely still had water in it. I just turned it to put the shower head on, and this is cracked. So like these are the threads from the shower head, and in there is where it cracked and busted off. So water froze and definitely broke the shower head. So I gotta get a new one, which is too bad because this already is a new one, but luckily it's only like 20 bucks, so easy to replace. While I was waiting for my Amazon package to be delivered of the weather stripping, I went to Target and I got some more rugs. So I got a new entry mat and then a new just throw rug for in here. Hopefully these won't make as much dust as the other ones were making. And then I also got a little organizer for all of our cords to go into. This thing hopefully will work out pretty well because this whole area right here is basically just a catch-all. Like it would be really messy when we're actually camping. We just throw stuff here, especially with all the cords. So hopefully that'll keep things a little bit organized better as we charge our phones and stuff like that. So I was cooking dinner and I think our package has arrived. Yes, it has. So at first it said it was going to be here at 3:30 and then it got moved to 4 to 6. And then I was like, oh, come on, get here before it gets dark. But now I'm in the middle of cooking dinner. It's almost done. I've got 5 more minutes. So I think we're going to eat and then head out there and maybe work on the weather stripping piece. This is what I've got. Nothing too descript here, but it's supposed to be soft rubber. I'm just going to go check it out real quick, hopefully before my biscuits are made. Okay, finished eating dinner. Back out here at the camper, climbing a ladder. Of course, the cops are flying by somewhere, and somebody is calling me. Hello? All right, so now I am ready to put this new weather stripping on. First, I have to clean out the track because there's some leaves and things in this second piece, but basically right here, this piece here, little slot, and this slot up here is where the weather stripping is going to go to cover these nails and replace the cracked pieces. So I'm just going to pull this one completely out. It's a big piece. And then replace it with my new stuff once I get it open. I gotta use my teeth. Should have brought a screwdriver up here. That's probably gonna help me get it in. Another thing I just realized, this is cracked. Like a hairline crack right in that. goes almost the whole length of it, so that's not good. All right, back to trying to get this open. I'm basically just going to feed it in between those two slots, and then I'll cut it at the end, the excess that I don't need anymore. So yeah, shape like that. Should be able to just feed it in real easy. So basically stick it up underneath there, have the groove going that way, and then bend it up and over and get it to go into the track like so. So it'll be a little bump like that for the rest of the way. So yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna get to it. All right, well, I went inside to grab a flathead screwdriver to use to help put this in, and I never came back out. So it is the next day. This is the old stripping that I had pulled off a good chunk of yesterday. So it doesn't have as thick of the sides that go in than the stuff that I got to replace it. So hopefully these sides will sit in the track and stay there a lot better. Yeah, it's the next day. It's not 70 degrees outside and it's a lot windier. So let me get to replacing this strip before it rains or weather continues to deteriorate. I really wish this was a bit softer. It seemed like it was yesterday. Now it's kind of rigid, but basically I'm shoving the top up into the track there, and I'm using the screwdriver. I'm just pinning the bottom in. I can't do it right now with one hand, but it's been working great so far. A little slow, but it's working. I am getting it little by little. Just using my fingers instead of the screwdriver was actually working pretty well, but it's pretty gross. So I'm going to clean the track out a little bit better. I cleaned it right here before and then I stopped. So I'm going to continue to clean it the whole way down and then put the rest on. So that should be less than a 10-minute job. I bet I can get it done. Hands are all crampy, but I made it to the end. Basically, there's this big lump of sealant that is keeping the old strip in there. So I will have to cut this so I can pull that out and continue on with this strip here with the new strip, and then replace the caulk so that water continues not to get in there. That's interesting. It looks like it goes, this weather stripping actually goes under and then it's caulked. So I won't be able to do that. It'll only be able to go to right there and then I can caulk it. And I'm not sure what kind of caulk this is. Looks like it was putty because people's fingerprints are on it, but I'll try to get some more of that and replace it. Okay, well, I've cut it to the edge of the track there, and then I pulled the existing caulk over it, and it did like make a little hole there, but there's also the screw that I can't get out because it is a square head. It's not a Phillips or a flathead. So I'll try to get a bit that fits this screw so I can take it off, but the weather stripping is in the whole rest of the way, so it's much better. And then I just need to get some of that caulk and I'll be done. Okay, so happy that part is done. Last thing I have to do to finish that is get the caulk. I'll probably buy that today. I'm not sure what kind to use, if I If I find the right kind, I'll put it here in the description. But yeah, so happy I fixed the weather stripping. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our camping trip and my other videos. So see you later. Bye.